God bless everybody. Welcome to Prophetic Knowledge Channel. I'm your host, Prophetess Gloria. If you're new to this channel, hello. If you're a ready subscriber, welcome back. I miss you guys. I went on holidays to climb Mount Everest in the country of Nepal. And I thank God for Johnny Mercy that I'm back to do this video for you guys. Today we are going to discuss about many reasons to thank your enemy. I know today's topic is very, very weird. And people will say, why must I thank my enemy? Why must I be grateful to my enemy? Yes, you have to be grateful and thankful to your enemy. You have to love your enemies because your enemy came into your life for a purpose. Now let us dig deep into why we have to thank our enemies. Your enemy might be God sent to you on this earth. It might be the person that God has sent to lead you into your self-realization, to help you in your way to eternity. Yes, nothing good or bad happens as a coincidence. No, it is all predestined to happen. So if good thing happens to you, it is predestined to happen. If bad thing happen to you, it is predestined to happen. So if your enemy also come into your life, it is predestined to happen. So you have to thank and love your enemy in as much as you love your friends. Now, who is our enemy? When somebody constantly insults you, oppose you, when somebody is hostile to you, you term the person as your enemy, right? Yes, it's human nature. Term the person as your enemy. Now, let us see why we have to love, thank, and be friends with our enemy. Love attracts love. If you have love in your heart, love will be attracted to you by other people loving you. If you have love in your heart, when you notice that somebody hates you, you just look at the person, smile, and you see the person as being foolish. Because when you have love in your own heart, you might not even be hurt to see that somebody else hates you. Now look at this from this angle. Sometimes life gives us so many warnings. Let's say we have been hurting others, lying, cheating, treating others badly. Now there will come to a point in our life when somebody will come into our life to also hurt us, to lie, to steal from us, to cheat from us. That person that comes into our life to do that to us came to do it so that to show us, to give us back what we have been giving to other people. If we are being rational, you will know that what you do to people, somebody else will do it back to you. So that person that came into your life to do back those things to you, to steal from you, to lie, to cheat, that person came to give you back what you have been giving to other people in order to make you realize that what you are doing to other people is wrong. That is called one of the principles of self-realization. When you realize, because now you have experienced it, so you'll be able to realize now that what you yourself are doing to other people is wrong. Then you'll be able to make amends. So that is one point. Why you have to thank your enemy. Your enemy, which is a perpetrator into your life. This perpetrator is sent by the divine. They came into our life to give us back what we have been giving to other people. And when that happens, when we finally realize ourselves, we will see the perpetrator as the real physical redeemer. In fact, he's not a bad guy after all, because he gave us, he made us to know that what we are doing to others is wrong. So we have to change. And if we change our ways, that will lead us to eternity. So our enemy now is the physical redeemer in which we are seeing. We need to thank our enemies to have given us a second chance for our self-realization in order to save our soul. Now take for instance, if you are working in a company and your boss refuses to give you that promotion and the benefits that is due to you because he hates you, you think he hates you, so he refuses to promote you and give you all your benefits, the hate in your heart will motivate you to resign and start your own business. And when you start your own independent business and you start excelling in that business, you start making your money in that your own business, you will look back at your boss and realize that our boss was really a physical redeemer to us by not giving us that promotion. And we tend to look back and say, in short, this guy, he's a good guy anyway. He wasn't a bad guy at all. So that's why you need to thank that boss for hating you, for not promoting you. Because that hatred he had on you for not promoting you motivated you to start your own business, which has increased your income. So your boss, your enemy, is your physical redeemer that led you to your self-realization. He's not a bad guy at all. At all. You have to thank him. Another reason, when the charity you give to people are being rewarded by insults by the same recipients, you feel the pain in your heart. But you don't need to feel the pain, because when the charity you give to people are being rewarded with ungratefulness and insults, and it tends to hurt you, you just laugh at them. It makes your soul to be stronger. It puts you in the right direction because your charity has been recorded. The more they are ungrateful about the charity you give to them, the more stronger your soul becomes, and the more your charity is being recorded in heaven. The more your charity is being recorded by the universe, and the more your light will shine upon your job, your career. Let's see what the scripture says about this. In Isaiah chapter 58, verse 10, it said, "Feed the hungry and help those in trouble. Then your light will shine out from the darkness, and the darkness around you will be as bright as noon." So there is no charity that you give to somebody that is wasted, whether the recipient is grateful or not. Every charity that you give to people out of your heart is being recorded, and it strengthens your soul. Keep on doing good. When someone offends us, our ego makes it hard for us to forgive that person, because our ego likes to see us unhappy. Our mind constantly reminds us of what people will say if we should forgive that person. A sense of condemnation sets in, because when we condemn others, we feel superior and proud. And our ego always makes us to be pompous and makes it hard for us to forgive others. Forgiving is not something we give to our enemy. Forgiveness is something we give to ourselves, because we have to free ourselves from that cage. As we forgive, we free ourselves from that cage, and the progressive light will enter into our job, our career, our businesses. Let's see what the scripture says. For not forgiving our enemies, we are spiritually binded with that soul, with that our enemy soul. It's like unfinished business. Whenever you recollect, whenever you reflect, whenever you grumble, you are still in the same cage. And it is always unfinished business. Until you free yourself from that cage, then you see the light shining upon you, shining upon your businesses. So friends, if you see your enemy as a physical redeemer that came into your life to lead you to eternity, that came into your life to give you self-realization, and you make peace with your enemy, you will see that heaven will be your limit. Your enemy will be in the cage while you have freed yourself long time ago. So learn to forgive. Try as much as you can to forgive. Don't let your ego to control you, rather control your ego. So friends, if you find this video informative, give us a thumbs up, share and subscribe to our channel. As I see you in my next video, follow us on Facebook. It's called Prophetic Knowledge. We are there every day with an inspiration words. Remain blessed. Namaste.